Kean, I mean, first of all, just how tough is that one to take after the effort that you put into today's game?
Yeah, very tough. The lads are gutted in there. I feel like we was in the game till obviously the 90th minute, and when Vardy goes through, and it's devastating. We put a lot into today's game, physically and mentally, because obviously things ain't been going our way recent times. So to get a point on the board would have been nice today, or obviously to try and win the game. But unfortunately that wasn't the case, so the lads are gutted.
Do you feel that's what it needs, just that point, that platform to be able to build from, and having it snatched away so late on today?
Yeah, it's gutting, as you said. Obviously the lads are gutted in the change room, because it's a point in the right direction. Obviously we know we're going through a tricky stage, but hopefully we've got Southampton on Sunday, so we can hopefully turn it around.
Do you feel like you'd done enough in the second half in terms of restricting them to the few chances they had to deserve a point today?
Well, yeah, definitely. Obviously Leicester are a good team, but we felt like we was in the game. Obviously they're going to create chances. As I said, they're a good team, but I feel like I felt comfortable in the game. Us as a back five felt comfortable. We never felt stretched. But obviously you've got to stay in the game for the whole game, not just until the 90th minute. So it's gutting today, but hopefully we can move on quickly.
I mean, week in, week out, it's been fine margins, a lot of defeats by a goal, not a lot in it. As a group, do you feel like you're playing well enough and it'll come and you can keep going?
Yeah, definitely, and the lads all believe that in there. Obviously, it's like I said before, it's tough times. We're not getting points on the board, we're not in the position where we want to be. But it's a great group in there, and we're all together. There's some big characters, and hopefully they can get us through this stage.
I mean, you must all be delighted for Ollie McBurney today getting his first goal of the season. It's been, particularly tough, and a lot of focus on the forwards, hasn't it, recent weeks?
Yeah, definitely. There's been a lot of people speaking, but I think Ollie McBurney gives us so much on the pitch. He wins a lot of his aerial duels. He's a great lad, and I'm buzzing for him that he's got his goal. But the most important thing is to try and get points on the board, and we're not doing that at the moment. So it's not just about the strikers, it's about the whole team trying to put in a performance and getting 3 points or points on the board.
And as you've proven, it's very much a squad game. I mean, results aside, you must have been delighted to get your opportunity over the last 2 weekends.
Yeah, definitely. On a personal level, it's been a tough time at Sheffield for me. I've kind of not been in the frame of playing games, but that's because I've been behind Jack O'Connell, and he's an unbelievable player, and when you're keeping clean sheets like there was when he was in the team, I can't really expect to play. I've just got to try and get my head down, work as hard as I can on the training pitch, and that's what I did in the off-season, just worked hard, and thankfully now I'm getting a chance to play games.
That must have taken some sort of real mental toughness in a way, because when somebody is playing that well in front of you in your position, there's not a great deal you can do.
Yeah, it was tough times for me. I'm not going to shy away from that. I had a real tough time, because when I signed there I was expecting to play. Obviously in the Championship the year they went up, so it was gutting for me, and obviously then I had to go out on loan last year to play games, and it's not, no disrespect to Bolton Wanderers, but it's not the level where I see myself playing. I see myself playing at the highest level as possible, and thankfully I'm doing that right now, and just hopefully things can start to turn, as in getting points on the board.
In terms of the performances that you've given over the last couple of weekends, do you feel like you've shown that you can play at the top flight on a regular basis?
I believe I can, and if I didn't believe that I could, then there's no point me standing here doing this interview. In a Premier League game, obviously that's the manager's decision whether he wants to play me or not, but all I can do is work hard every day in training and give my all, which I feel like I've been doing.
Few teams, if any, have come back from the sort of position that Sheffield United are in the top flight this season. How do you keep yourselves going? Is there still that sort of belief that if you can get that point, that things can turn around and you can stay up this year?
Of course, we know we're in a difficult situation, and there's, like I said before, there's no shying away from that. So we know we have to regroup, we have to kind of get back to the drawing board and see what we can and what we should be doing better. But there's still a lot of games to play for, there's a lot of points to play for. So hopefully, as I said, we need to regroup as quick as possible and hopefully get points on the board ASAP.
And is there a better person to be sort of leading you through that than Chris Wilder, clearly with the club at heart, and he's already admitted this is the biggest challenge that he's going to face as a manager?
Yeah, it's the biggest challenge for probably all of the players in there. We know the situation we're in, but as you said, I don't think there's a better person to take us forward and to kind of believe that we can get through this tough time. He says that every day in training. He's very positive towards the way we've been playing. Like you said earlier on in the interview, it's been very tight games. It's not been 3-4-0s, it's been 1-0s, and chances, for example, the West Brom game where we could have been 2-0 up in 10 minutes. So it's not like we're getting blown off the park every game and when we go out there. So hopefully just things can start to turn for us.
Kean, thanks very much for your time. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.